So all of us, let's do it because we haven't been doing it for a while.
Yeah. Which do what?
3, 2, 1.
Yes!
Yo, what's good, YouTube? It's okay, Wasabi from Foursome. Putting 75 to who the skinny niggas died with much plow. The clouds are too close to the ground, so we all touch the sky. And I'm not alone. I'm actually with
Sasha aka Sushi from your Africa Unite.
and we're not alone. We actually with
Buhle makate bakhululeza uspects, the sheep that never dies.
and we're not alone. We actually with
Mpanza aka Mr. Fresh Fade No Mpanza, all the blessings with no Mpanza.
Hey, whoa!
We don't know. They've been practicing.
Hey, Batum! Yes, it's all the blessing with no Mpanza. Yes, guys.
Fire.
That's fine.
Every couple of weeks, like a subscriber, like random subscribers will send me another like addition to the thing.
Oh, yes.
Blessings,
Yeah.
because Moses is a blessing with no Spanjas. Spanjas meant to bless you. Yeah, it's a lot.
Yes, yes. So, anyway, guys, hey. Anyway, guys, apologies for there not being a video last week. It's Sasha's fault, but we don't get into that.
Sasha's fault.
Yeah, baby, I said we won't get into it. Anyway, guys, today we wanted to do something quick, short, simple, the video we're gonna do, as much as we love and enjoy and adore so many of your comments, guys, there are those ones that are offside just a bit.
Yeah.
You know,
Just a bit.
just a bit offside. So we said, hey, why don't we mention a couple of the weirdest comments that we've ever got. Now, this is not going to be a long video. We couldn't browse through all 89 videos of all 89 videos that are on Sushi Wasabi and 235 videos. Because these guys drop 3 videos a week and they go on holidays and drop 10 videos October, Vlogmas.
Yeah.
Let's quickly read through some of the weirdest comments, maybe 35 weirdest comments that we ever got. So yeah. Okay, so I'm gonna start with the first weirdest comment that we've got, and this comment we got it on lives a lot when we do lives, and I try to mind it all the time. But I see a lot of the last time somebody did this, they wanted to spam our comments with that comment, and that comment was, "Why don't you guys kiss? Please kiss."
Yo! The kissing, do you also get the kissing?
That's all, guys. I think
guys.
our people have given up.
Please kiss.
Yeah.
Guys, are you watching Sushi Wasabi or Days of Our Lives?
Yeah, what's going on?
Keep on.
This is Netflix.
What's going on, guys?
Yeah.
What?
We also, I think people gave up for us. They just stopped.
That was not on
commenting.
our list, but that's a good
But that's a good one because people always, guys, please kiss, please kiss. Yo, there was one point where I think they saw me kiss Busha on the cheek and they lost it.
They exploded.
I kissed her on the cheek and mayhem.
No,
Guys,
like
can I
this.
just ask, why do you want to see that? Like,
Yeah, why?
take me away.
Take me away.
What did your parents say?
Yeah.
What did your parents say if they knew you were commenting on people's YouTube channels asking them?
Asking them to kiss.
Yes.
Or not
Hey.
even asking.
You're
Being
telling
upset
them.
Yeah.
that they're
That
not
people are
kissing.
not kissing.
It's one thing to ask. A lot of people get very upset that we don't kiss. All
I think
four of
maybe
us.
it's a thing for them, like to prove that they actually love each
Ah,
other.
guys, nothing to prove. We
And
don't
they
like
find
each
a
other. This is all for clout, guys.
Honestly,
Nah.
this is for views.
This is for views. You think we really
That's
like
the
each other?
joke. Okay.
My favorite one, my second favorite comment is, this was recently actually.
Oh, yes.
Yeah. It's been 5 years, when will you guys get married?
Oh,
Oh
yeah.
my God.
I just want to
Guys,
understand
please.
the practicality
Yeah.
of weddings and marriage to you guys, and as much as
There's set days.
yes, as much as I don't know, to you guys, what is the brand a Mpanza family, guys? Would you say travel, funniness, good times, that's the brand, the Xhosa, Zulu, that's their brand. The brand that also should Wasabi is being
Exactly, I wanted to say
that
that.
is the brand of this house, and it
how?
still hasn't changed. That is the brand of this house,
Yeah.
and
It
it still hasn't
hasn't
changed.
changed.
That's true.
So
We're also broke. What the hell?
Yeah, sometimes.
Not all the time.
Yeah, it's not your brand, guys.
Yeah.
That I'm not Scoopy. Anyway, so guys, Lomola is hey, Batum guy. Can I please move out first? Please, guys. Can I
At least,
Yeah,
you know, like little steps that they want you to jump into marriage.
Also, I think the interesting thing is you guys, people use the fact that you've been dating for 5 years, but you're 20 you're in your 20s.
Yeah.
So it's not necessarily like a thing that would normally happen. People wait till they're a bit older, 28, maybe 30, to actually finally get married. People use this 5 years thing, but it doesn't count if you've been dating since the beginning of varsity. Like, if they started dating at 25 and then been dating for 5 years and now they're 30 and they're working, that's a different question. Then you're like, hey guys, are you thinking of getting? But it's also the way. I think with all these comments, a lot of the things that people say, it's the way you say things. If you ask children such a, hey, are you guys planning on getting married like anytime? That's one thing.
Yeah, like when are you guys thinking of getting married? That's a different question.
If you even want to get married.
Yeah, so with that marriage thing being said, I feel like we set a standard of like we don't want kids, and then people will ask, guys get
people
kids.
Get so upset
and I'm like,
and I don't want to have
literally
kids.
just said, like, there's an entire video of me explaining, a live of me explaining why I don't want to have kids. And yes, I will joke around and say like, oh, let me have your babies or something like that. But there's a serious video of me explaining I don't want to have kids, but you still
people get upset.
forcing me to have kids. I think like
it's funny because one of the recent comments was somebody saying, because we were doing a truth or drink, and somebody said, I think Bushe wants kids, but it's Sibu who doesn't actually want the kids. How do you even get like
that?
Conversations in the comments, guys. People
People
assume.
So
This is what is happening.
Yeah, exactly.
You can see by the Sibu smile.
Yeah. Blink twice.
Blink twice.
Yeah.
He twitches every time Bushe mentions kids.
Yeah.
At 0935.
Yeah.
I saw it. So I felt like Sibu actually.
That's
You
true.
guys should just take what you hear. Take what you hear from here.
We literally, and my whole thing, I know this is turning into a discussion now,
Yeah.
but my whole thing is like, we on YouTube sharing our lives with you guys. So why would we lie about not wanting certain things? Like, we here showing you each and every vulnerable part of our lives, and you think,
Okay, not each and every.
Kalok, but like as much as we think that will help you realize what type of people we are, but then you take away from that they want to get married, they want to have kids.
Yeah, exactly.
We just said we don't want to have kids, and then you go and conclude your own thing.
I agree.
I think that's the funniest thing that people take out of these whole things. So the one thing that we got a lot before, like I was actually like a thing on Mpanza was Bushe is very jealous of Lolly and Zintle. If you guys don't know Lolly and Zintle, they used to be on Mpanza a lot. They used to be our old housemates. And be like, why don't you guys do videos with them anymore?
Yes.
Number one, Lolly and Zintle moved to Pretoria. Number two, we still speak to Lolly and Zintle, and they're still very good friends of ours. And number three, like, why would I not like them?
Also, you're jealous, so you made them not Vela anymore.
So even before we moved away, they were in videos less and less. And then people were saying that Bushe, somebody said Bushe is upset because Sibu lives with such beautiful women that she's now is against them. That's why they're not on the channel.
Like, I have that control. I've got so much power that I'm controlling Sibu, who's been doing YouTube for 5 years, to be like, Sibu, you're not gonna put them on.
But it's also because the interesting thing is the person said they're so beautiful. That's what they said. They said Bushe won't want them on the channel because so if they weren't beautiful, Bushe was gonna be like, it's fine.
They're secretly.
And also, it's also like maybe you can if you wrote that comment, like, correct me if I'm wrong. It's almost like a thing where, like, yes, she's beautiful, but like they are so beautiful that like she would she would have like people like such as more like that doesn't change anything of how I'm gonna treat the person just because I don't know, man.
I think what happens a lot in our comment section is that people tend to project. Now, this is not everybody. I know a lot of you guys understand the idea that just because I think a certain way doesn't mean that's what everybody's going to think. And people like to project. So, for example, some people wouldn't be comfortable with their boyfriend living with two beautiful women. So then they're like, how can Bushe be okay with Sibu living with his family?
Makes sense.
Like there were times when like Lolly and I would be on the couch like together, like under a blanket watching a movie. Like it's like my siblings, like my little sister. But people would be like, oh my goodness, how would Bushle be so comfortable with this? So people end up projecting their feelings towards a situation instead of loving the situation and going, okay, Busha's comfortable with this, it's her situation, so I'm just getting.
Okay, my next one is a DM.
Yeah.
This person said, dude, you
She
don't
commented on your snap.
on my snap.
Yeah.
So I said wig or no wig.
Yeah.
And she's like, dude, you don't even need much makeup. You're way beautiful. You're way beautiful when you're natural. I remember I was contemplating. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Yes, contemplating.
If you were ugly or beautiful. And 80% of the time when I thought you were ugly was because you had makeup and wigs. You're so beautiful with your freckles and natural look. And a natural look anyway, that's my 2 cents.
Yeah, keep your 2 cents, number one. Number
She
two.
was being nice, but she was not being nice.
No. She was.
Busha's
Okay,
malfunctioning.
so this is my brain is like, you will not say that. No, I think what she was trying to basically tell you that umhle by saying like you don't need all those things, but at the same time kind of like being
Backhanded.
weird about it. It's we're very like backhanded, like because makeup, then I saw you arty makeup, then I was like, no, actually, so you makeup. I'm getting down if she
It's
wears
the same
makeup.
thing men
Like,
say about I prefer girls.
Yeah.
Yes.
Makeup.
Yeah.
She literally said that. Yeah.
on like
Yeah, that's
She said that.
Yeah.
like
That's
guys,
weird.
I also get DMs like that. I understand like people are coming from a good place.
Yeah, always,
That's why
yeah.
this video is
Yeah.
not to attack.
Yeah.
But I think read back what you say and think about it.
Please read back
Because
what you
I
say.
feel like you guys just like vomit out things that you're saying and you don't realize that it's vomit.
Yeah.
It's nonsense. Like then I have to clean. Like some people's some people's moods can't take that.
Yeah.
How you guys are lucky. we've got
Imagine
tough
if it
skin.
was you.
Yeah.
Like, imagine if I said that to you.
I
How
also,
would you feel?
I also think I like saying this to people where we get hundreds of comments every week, right? And a lot of people will comment on our channels the same way they'll message their friends on WhatsApp, and they don't realize that we don't know you like that. When you comment in a, let's say for example, can you swear on this channel? No. Let's say let's say you like to call your friends a-holes, right?
Yeah.
You're like, hey a-hole, like you can't do that with me because I don't know you.
I don't know you.
I don't know that that's
I
a
don't know
thing
you
you
like
do.
that.
So I think something that's good practice is realizing that the person you're commenting on their channel, they don't know you. So be careful about the way you phrase things. Phrase things in a very neutral way.
Yeah.
I think sometimes people get very comfortable because we have this relationship, but then sometimes you tell them and I'm like, that was rude, but that's not you being rude. That's how you talk to everybody. That's how you talk to your friends.
Yeah.
But I'm not your friend in that way. So like I think that's another thing. I like what you said. Like read it over, read it back, and be like, could this be taken the wrong way by somebody who has to read 500 other comments of people speaking like in different ways? I think like that read back.
Yeah. I just thought of like exactly that. I just thought of someone DM'd me and emailed me asking me to please give them Mihlali N's number and like details, and if I am like in contact with her, like to let her know that she must check her DMs. Number one, no,
That's not right.
even if I did have Mihlali N's number, I would never do that. And number two, yes, she does answer my DMs. Like that would have been an easy thing to get in contact with her. But like, why would you think? Number one, I'm gonna do that. Number two, you didn't give me context of like why you want Mihlali. And number four is like, if she's not answering her DMs, she doesn't want to.
Yeah.
Like now, why must I be the middleman for you? And I found that so weird. So now when I tweeted about it, I think she finally saw it and she came to me and she was like, no, this is why I sent you this. I'm sorry if you thought it was weird. I'm like, okay, now that I know the context of like what you were trying to do, even though it was still weird, like it doesn't give you the right to like go through me to get
Get to
through
the
her.
number, yeah.
Like literally, you could have just sent her an email like Nandigena type of thing. So it's like that's why we say read things back to yourself and then realize like what are you saying. Like if you were there and someone was asking you, can you please give me George's number or Sibu's number or Sasha's number, like in that moment, like who are you like to ask for those people's numbers? And it's such a personal like information that you wanted. So like guys, just read back. That's all we ask. That was so weird.
Quick question, quick addition to that. Just quick. When you meet us, please don't ask us for our numbers. Please don't ask us. Yo, guys, if there's one thing I'm begging you guys, especially the men, I know you want to build.
Especially in
you guys.
Please don't ask me for my number. I will give you my email 5 times over. Do not ask me for my number. You put me in a very awkward position because I have said to somebody before, no, I will not give you my number. I can give you my email, and they got very upset. But please do not ask us for our numbers. It is very personal. It's more personal than you think.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. Okay.
Oh, Sash, you got the hot ones.
Girl.
Okay.
But this one is funny actually.
So this is on my channel.
Okay.
What was the video? Explain
the video. Okay, let me explain. The video, I did a makeup video, Halloween / Wonder
Female.
Girl.
Wonder Girl.
Halloween look,
If you haven't seen it, go watch it.
Yes. So this girl comments. She's like, Halloween, Satan's holiday. Keep inviting those demons in your life, Mogel. She would put Mogel.
My favorite thing was the response.
Oh, I didn't.
The response is so fire. Some girl responds to that comment is like, oh yeah, I guess you were right because you're a demon commenting on this video.
I wanted to comment and I'm like, no, girl. I love it in the cup.
Yeah. There was nothing else to say. She's like, oh yeah, I guess you are right because look at this demon commenting here.
There's nothing better than when subscribers clap.
It's my favorite.
Subscribers have the best clapbacks.
We have a defense force now. Hey, Mpanza defense force now. Not our issue with Wasabi defense force is coming on great, and we appreciate it, guys.
I appreciate
we like that because the thing is, I know this video is like almost like for the people who say the bad things, but the positive people, it's like they're a huge part, and then there's like
the negative is a
small
part. So the fact that the big part can see the small part and call them out is the best thing for us. Like it just gives me so much joy when you guys clap back. I'm like, that's right.
No, there's a funny comment actually where some subscriber, I don't think it's a subscriber, but we were doing some challenge, right? And then some random person commented, is like, you guys stole this idea from that other couple. You guys are such plagiarists. You guys are thieves.
You should credit them.
You should credit them. You stole this idea. And it's a challenge that has been on YouTube for years and stuff like that. So I think Sasha shows ubuhle, ne? And as much as Sibu can say, Buhle, please relax. Buhle was something like, so Buhle went in the comment and said, no, sister, just because it's your first time seeing this video on this channel, on that channel, doesn't mean it's the. Please Google, check your facts and stuff. 2 minutes later, girl deleted the comment. I'm just like, on my comment. Delete fast. Didn't happen. Come on, please guys, do your research now.
Guys, no way.
Do your research.
Show them the closer comment.
Oh yeah. So recently on Mpanza we got in a comment. This was very hard, and we've even shared it on our social media platforms. Follow us on our social media platforms. Anyway,
this is directed towards me.
This was towards Usibu.
Sure.
And
for context, if you don't know, I'm Zulu and she's Xhosa.
Yes. So fun fact, Usibu's like Zulu. So this person was like, Mpanza. First of all, that's not his name. Anyway, do you really think Buhle is your type? She's Xhosa, and I think you haven't weighed your options. I think you must do a thorough research on Xhosa women. The entertainment industry and the Xhosa woman is a formula for disaster. I don't know, man. I feel like you must be cautious, but I hope she's a real catch.
Hey,
So there's a compliment there or whatever. Xhosa women are infamous for not having boundaries. Bad bitches. I'm high-key skeptical. Ooh, I love it when he speaks straight.
Yeah, this guy
This
said,
person was heartbroken.
have you weighed out your options?
Wait,
For some women, and
I've been
I don't
dating
know.
my girlfriend for 2 years and they asked me, it's late now. You should have spoken sooner. It's
Too
late.
late
Have
now.
you checked,
I've
though?
checked it.
Khona ke mantombazane in this.
Yeah, like
Maybe you need a
what
Sutu
era?
girl.
Yeah, like a
Tswana girl.
Tswana girl.
So once again, like I said earlier, in the
Mozambican
video-
Yeah, exactly. But chill, boy, labo, yeah.
like I said earlier in the video, people are projectors. So once again, there has been projection. Somebody has been heartbroken by a Xhosa woman, and they saw that I am dating a Xhosa woman, and they were like,
They were
got
like,
triggered.
surely not that tribe.
Yeah.
So when you comment, check those things. Am I projecting? That's always a good. You're always a good
comment
question.
for
to
that.
ask
Put
yourself.
facts somewhere.
Yeah.
Number one, fact
Am I
number one.
projecting?
Yeah.
Like
Am I
I think that's
projecting?
just a good life skill to have, guys. Is to always ask yourself, especially when you give people advice. That's a
Yeah.
big one. Am I projecting?
Projecting.
Yeah.
That's
That's
a good
all.
one, yeah.
That's all.
Do you want to give them one more from us? Let me see.
One more from you guys and then one last
more
one from
from
me.
us.
Yeah.
Okay.
That one.
So that they can end off.
Oh yeah, we'll
do
a
one that we get very often.
Yeah.
That's very, very strange. I won't say the exact comment, but people will hit on us through our partners. So somebody will ask Musha for my number. And
Yeah.
like, yo, can we share him?
Hi, bro.
People will come to me and be like, yo, your girl fine, dog. Can
Yeah.
we like
What?
what the
Guys,
hell? Like
what?
people do that. Some guy, I think, who went, did he go to high school with you or did he
No,
just
it's
know
just
you
like
in
a
high school?
mutual friend that we
So
that I knew.
he tweeted me, one of those like very problematic guys on Twitter. I didn't
Yeah.
reply.
Yeah.
He tweeted me and he's like, yo dog, I can't believe you got Bushle. I used to have the biggest crush on her. Well done, dude. And I was just like, oh.
And then?
Okay.
I didn't need to know. Like,
Yeah.
why we like we're expecting me to tweet you back and be like, sure,
Sure, yeah.
sure, Buddha.
Yeah.
Thanks, Buddha.
No.
The better man won.
Yeah.
So yeah, people do that a lot. Like people will DM Mushe and people will DM me or like comment on my things. The first time I went to a club here in Joburg, somebody was like,
Oh, yeah,
we're going
true.
home with your girl tonight, bro. We're going home.
Right. That was so
No.
weird.
So yeah, that's a weird thing.
And the thing is, we're not saying like don't have like a crush,
A crush,
or
yeah.
find the
Yeah.
other
We're
person
not,
like
but-
desirable or like good looking or like woman that type of thing.
It's okay to have a crush, guys.
But we're
Yeah.
saying like some of the things that like I remember there was someone who approached me and they said they have a crush on me and they went on and like the first time I was like that's cute, like
Yeah.
that's dope. But they went on and continuously told me that
Yeah,
throughout
this
the
guy was
time.
like, oh my god, you're my crush, you're my
Like
crush.
you my crush,
I love you so much. You're my
I
crush.
literally started dating a girl who's close up because of you. Like just went, and then it started getting to a point where I was like, I mean, you need to maybe not do that.
Yeah.
It kind of gets weird to a
It gets
point
weird.
where when you like make it weird, but it's not weird.
Yeah.
I don't know how to explain.
It's okay to have a crush. Guys, you
It's
can
okay
have a
to
crush
have
on
a
my
crush.
girlfriend. My girlfriend's pretty. I get it. Like, I get it.
You-
But I think
Yeah,
it's just
it's
like,
good.
it's once again how you say things.
Yeah.
It's okay to have feelings, but don't be weird.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And okay, the last one is kind of weird. I even tweet picked it. I don't know if you guys saw it. See, but this was
Which
like,
one?
I think it was beginning of the year or last year.
Okay.
No.
Yeah, it's a bit weird. I don't know if we should even discuss it. I think
Yeah.
I should just say it.
Just say it.
Your
Yeah.
faces will
Yeah,
say
yeah.
everything.
Okay.
Yeah.
It was, have you guys ever considered a foursome with Mpanza? Anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching this video.
Yeah.
My
Those are
name.
the type of comments.
We appreciate the other comments that you guys do, the positive ones.
Yeah,
Like we
the
said, it's a small
Yeah, it's
font,
Very
small.
small.
Yeah.
Very small.
and some of them are funny and some of them are.
Yeah.
Yeah, people have called us swingers and like guys.
I actually
Ah.
I screenshot that comment.
Yeah, I
tweeted-
remember it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and yeah, people on Twitter were jokingly saying, "Yeah, man, have you?" Yeah, but they were joking. I know.
Yeah.
Couple YouTubers do not have sex with each other, guys.
Please.
Trust me. Let's
I
nip that in
mean,
the
this. I'm joking.
bud. Thank you very much for watching, guys.
Thank you so much, guys. I'd like to reiterate.
We do not have sex with each other.
No, we appreciate the comments. Keep commenting, guys. Thank you so much. And Sibu said, don't project, right?
Yeah.
And read it.
Yeah.
Reread it to yourself.
And we know this video is not gonna stop the weird comments. We appreciate those too, because those are gonna make us do a part 2.
And also, this doesn't mean don't continue commenting.
Comment.
We are, like I
Send
said,
the
we
DMs,
appreciate
but-
even the weird ones.
Yeah.
Because we're gonna make a part 2 of this video on the moment.
They give us content.
Exactly. Yeah. Anyway, thank you so much. My name has been OK Wasabi from Foursome. Last 1475, the Buddhist skin niggas that must love the class so close to plant. So we also this guy. And I wasn't alone. I was actually with the most beautiful women in the world.
Sasha aka Sushi from Over Africa Unite.
And we're not alone. We were out here with.
Makhade Bekulos was bags to the sheep that never dies.
We're not alone. We were out here with.
Mpanza, aka Mr. Fresh Fade, no Mpanza, all the blessings with no spatula.
Woo! And you were watching Sushi.
With Wasabi.
Subscribe to all these channels. I'm gonna put them all around the screen. Peace.
Yes.